and things like that. You are making it, you are explaining it in the simplest version so that everyone, not only the adults, but also children, teenagers, school children, college students, politicians, religious people, everyone can understand that. Not only the Malays, but the Chinese, the Indians, all races, all right, can actually understand that. All right, so it has to be short, simple, and fluent. Don't go around the bush. Okay, jangan keliling pokok ni. Dan seorang baru tahu macam, oh ini sebenarnya idea dia. So clarity is very important. Alright, so conciseness ni macam mana? Ini is very important ya. This is very much important. Banyak ini lah pula kan. Okay, kenapa very much important? Because we don't have the time. Number one, we don't have the time to actually listen to everything and trying to find out what is your point. Okay, that's one. Number two is that attention span. Alright, so I know obviously you are in the medical line, so you understand that attention span kan, tahap fokus kita ni berapa lama kan. So kalau kita tak go straight to the point ni kan, we go around the bush, orang pun dah malas nak fikir, right? So if you to go in a meeting, tiba-tiba kan your boss informs that, oh, next month we are all going to get bonus. So you can see that people's eyes and ears will be focusing on you entirely. You can see that people are present. Kita boleh je present kan, physically present, but that does not mean that we are going to be mentally present kan. So ini concise ni. Just go straight to the point. Why? Because we are talking about the attention time span. Alright, how long can people pay attention to you? Alright, okay. Okay, change slide. Concreteness. Ini yang saya cakap ni. Specifics instead of generalization. Alright, why being specific is important? Because if you are talking about something that is too general, alright, too general, people are not able to respond as what you want, alright, as what you expect them to respond. So misal kata you cakap, okay, patient ni, someone needs to attend to this patient. So sekarang ni, you cakap someone. So if that someone is willing to attend to that patient, that's fine. But if everyone is busy, will you ever receive that someone to attend to the patient? So too generalized. Alright, so if you were to say please give me the report by end of this week, for example, again. Okay, there's a case. So you as a person, your supervisor, as a supervisor kan, you cakap, someone needs to submit to me the report. Okay, the message is being conveyed, that's fine, right? However, it's too generalized. There are two problems there. Two communication breakdown is going to happen in terms of two things. Cuba you teka apa? Kalau tak boleh on ni, cuba buka. Cuba type in you can type in the chat box. There will be two things that is going to create that communication breakdown. What are the two things? Alright, misal kata, saya supervisor. Saya cakap, someone needs to submit to me the report. I come up with that I come up with that statement. Someone submit to me the report. Ada 2 communication breakdown kat sini. Apa dia? Cuba teka. Ialah communication breakdown kan? What are the 2 communication breakdown, or what are the 2 issues that are going to come up? If I were to be the supervisor and I say, someone submit to me the report. Apa dia 2 tu? 2 perkara yang akan berlaku ni. Siapa nak cakap? Ataupun siapa-siapa boleh type in the chat box. Anyone? Jangan go for tea break dulu. Anyone? What ada ni? Someone submit the report. Betul? Betul. When you say someone ni, apa problem dia? It could be anyone or no one. Right? Thank you. Rehan, saya call you Rehan. Rehana lah. Rehan. Alright, betul ni. Someone ni dah problem besar dah ni. That is very much general. It's either someone is going to give you the report, or everyone is going to give you the report, or no one is going to give you the report. Kalau someone tu, alhamdulillah lah. Okay? Someone is responding to your request. That's fine. Kalau everyone is giving you the report, that is wasting time. That is not effective. Right? Everyone is wasting time doing the same report. Right? If no one comes back to you and give you the report, lagi teruk. And it means that because you did not assign. As simple as that. So that's one issue. Right? Another issue, yes, as what Rehan said, submit the report. So that is very much general. Okay? Kenapa general? Sebab bila? Right? Do you want it now, this instantly? Do you want it next week, next month, next year, in 3 hours time? When? Right? So when it is not concrete, then you will not get back the response as what you expect. Siapa yang marah? You sendirilah marah kan? Tapi you tak marah pada diri you. You tend to put the blame on someone, everyone else. Bukan someone, but everyone else. Why hasn't anyone given me the report? Nanti semua orang pun terpinga-pinga lah kan. Macam, people will be wondering like, who is that someone? Right? So you, as the person who conveys the message, you need to take care of this. Alright? Be specific. Okay? And the next one, yeah, completeness. Macam itulah, completeness. When you cakap sikit, tak tahulah why is that you are holding back the information. Right? So don't hold back the information. When okay, you need to take this pill every, after meal. Cakap lah, you need to take this pill or you need to take this medication, 1 hour after the meal. Right? Maybe in the morning, once a day. So you need to be very much, you do not hold back the information. Kan? Bukanlah saja ke hospital. Kalau you pergi anywhere, any of the government sectors, kan kadang-kadang macam dia cakap you need to get approval, you need to get permit for this. Tak payahlah simpan kat situ je. You need to get permit for this. These are the forms that you can fill in and bring it back to us with the money order, for example, or with the payment. You can do it online. So do not hold back. Alright? So you do not hold back the information is when you have all the information. Kan? So you kena tahu lah, it means that you must know what you need to do. You must know your responsibility. You must know how to handle the task. If you don't know, find out. Alright, so that is completeness. Alright, so kita tak boleh blame on other people. So sebenarnya sekarang ni, saya pergi HR ni, saya nak apa sebenarnya? Kan, saya pergi hospital ni, saya nak apa sebenarnya? Saya masuk kelas Miss Alina, I'm in Miss Alina's class ni, what is that I want? So if you do not get that, you should be asking for it. Find out. Okay, so if you don't know something and you want to know about something, you ask. Alright. And then correctness. Correctness ini adalah important. This is very much bukan important. This is very much crucial. Right? You don't have this, you don't speak. You don't have this, you do not respond. As simple as that. Because when you respond, it becomes incorrect. It becomes false. So don't. Alright? So facts and proofreading. If you want to say that, oh, I cannot eat. Oh, tak. Misal katalah kan. Your problem is, I cannot come in early as 8 a.m. Alright? So you cannot be telling people just like that. So if you have to say that, I cannot be coming in at 8. Why is it that you cannot be coming in at 8? You need to explain. So explain ni janganlah main hantam promo. You know, don't just simply give reasons that you feel is valid to you. Right? So communication breakdown ni, it happens. People will react, you know, will impulsively react to you in the most negative way. Why? Because you are not making sense. Why is that you're not making sense? Because you are not talking based on facts and proof. Kan? So you tak boleh lah. Okay, so that is very much important. So correctness refers to both factual and linguistic accuracy. Maknanya you dulu check. Kalau saya nak, if I want to give this instruction to my patients, right? So my last SASMAC class kan, you know, I was informed that 3 times of using the sanitizer, before you use it the 4th time, you need to wash your hands first. Kalau tak, you know, the sanitizer will not be effective. So benda macam ni, kalau saya tak masuk kelas, saya tak tahu. Right? So how do you want to convey that? You find for facts, you share that information. Banyak kan doctors sekarang, even you know, administrators from the medical team ni, they tend to do TikToks and sharing information. Good. Alright, so those are all facts and proof, which as a public, as a normal citizen, you know, as part of the society like me, do not know if you do not tell me. Kan? So share that. Okay, share the right ones. Okay, courtesy, stepping into audience's shoes. Ini penting lah juga ni kan. Macam tadi Nazrin cakap tadi kan, you duk cakap you know, misal kata Miss Alina pun lah kan, duk lecturing dah 15, 16 years, 17 years ni. Tiba cakap, belajar English ni bagus kan. Tapi macam mana kan, you cannot be telling people, you can't be telling people what to do. So how do you invite people to respond to you? You know, to take the initiative, to be willing to actually respond as what you want. So I can't be telling you, belajar ni communication ni penting. I can't be just saying that, right? But step in people's shoes, right? You know, if a patient coming in marah-marah, try to understand the person. Kenapa marah ni? Why? Is it because of being painful, too painful to handle ke? Or is it because no one has been attending to the person ke? Or is it because this person just don't understand any of the languages, tak tahu bahasa Melayu, do not know bahasa Melayu, or do not know English? You know, maybe the person speaks French. So how do you understand the person to be able to convey the right message so that you will get the right response? Okay, so kena fahami, you need to be courteous. Kalau kita makan pun kan, if we were to have dinner with our children, for example, you need to be courteous. Right? Okay lah, tak boleh makan pedas. Kenapa nak taruh cili sampai 3-4 senduk semua kan? Right? Or if the person cannot drink cannot drink coffee. Macam saya, I cannot take coffee because I had coffee too much in my younger days. So nowadays, if I were to take coffee, I'll get migraine. So Starbucks is a no, unless I take mocha and it's chocolate and a little bit of coffee, right? So you need to understand the person. So just like Nazrin said just now, by you understanding the person, you will get the positive response, right? So how do you get to know the person? How do you know the person? How do you put yourself in the person's shoes? Is for you to find facts with regards to the person. Kalau patient yang macam ni, macam mana kita handle? Kalau patient ni student, macam mana kita handle? If these are teenagers, how do you handle? If you're a psychologist, for example, if I'm a trainer, I'm a lecturer, kan? I'm an educationist, right? So if I train the international students, like if I were to go to a private sector, like if I were to go to a government sector, like if I were to speak to my boss, it's different. If I were to speak to my colleagues, it would be different. If I were to speak to small kids, it would be different. Things like that. So this all require stepping in audiences' shoes ni, stepping into someone else's shoes ni to understand a person, plays a lot with psychology. So psychology maknanya if macam korang kan, you are in the medical line, kan? You are into medicines and things like that. Take some sort of initiative. Don't only understand with regards to medical. Try to understand business. Kan? Try to understand different races. I'm a Malay. That does not mean I should not ignore other races. Okay, so that is courtesy, whereby you step into audience's shoes. So far tak ada in chat box. If you have any question, please ask me. Adam will assist me, and I will check my chat box from time to time. Consistency, ini penting lah ni kan. You have to be consistent. Consistent ni maknanya it means that you must understand, you must know. Bukan understand je, you must know what is that you want to convey. If today I'm saying, kurang, it's really good. This movie is really good because it can help you to brush up your knowledge. Hari ni saya cakap macam ni. Tomorrow saya cakap, kurang, in terms of movies, it cannot help you to improve your knowledge. Dah lain pula, kan? So, salah lah, penting lah. Adam, apa cepat sangat attendance ni? Cepat betul ni Adam. Tak sampai 1 jam lagi ni. Tapi itu kira efficient lah kan. Sebelum terlupa lah. Okay, so consistency. Right, maintain the standards. Right? And you people in this line kan, during this pandemic, during this endemic, maintaining standards is very much important. Okay, maintaining standards ni we cannot be talking about when you talk about communication. Maintaining standards does not only talk about the administrators, does not talk about the top management only, right? The bottom line is on you. Every individual that represent that organization. I represent SAPAT. I represent IUM as a whole, right? I represent Malaysia, right? I represent Muslims, right? I represent my family, right? So maintain that standards, right? So you must always be responsible, not only maintaining standards, not only talking about those who are involved in creating that standard, but you as the person who is part of that standard needs to maintain that. Alright? Okay, so ini semua communication. Okay, jangan lupa ni, because kita pun we are not perfect, but understanding, knowing, and learning, updating yourselves will make you create that effective communication in your surrounding. Okay? So, okay, that is communication. Important ni, because apa-apa yang kita nak cakap, whatever that we need to say, we need to convey, we need to speak, we need to share ni, is very much important. Yeah? Okay, so the importance of effective communication skill. Ini, saya nak cakap ni, English kan? Since young, we have been learning English, our entire life. Alright, bukan sajalah English, bahasa Melayu pun. Saya bahasa pasar, bahasa Melayu pasar ni saya okey. Bila nak tulis ni pening kepala sikit. Kan? So teruklah juga on my part. But from time to time belajar kan. Same goes to you. You must love languages. Alright, because why? Number one, personal. In terms of personal, you have three things here. Right, in terms of personal, develop self-esteem and confidence. Confidence ni, macam saya cakap tadi, you do not own confidence. You do not own self-esteem. You gain. Okay, so just because I'm a lecturer, I'm a trainer for 15-16 years ni, doesn't mean I'm perfect. Right, from time to time I need to change, I need to update myself. Right, so this can definitely boost. In terms of language ni, it will definitely boost your self-esteem and confidence, whatever language lah. Okay, specifically today on English. And then you tend to be able to express yourself positively. Kenapa? Because whatever words that you use, however you portray yourself, your image, okay, whatever signs that you give, whatever vibe, kan, aura, okay, so whatever vibe, V-I-B-E, vibe that you portray will create that positive environment. Alright, okay, and then you tend to be creative and innovative. Creative and innovative macam mana? You are able to portray that good image, or you are able to show to people that you understand. So when you understand, you can take one step further. Right? This is the good of effective communication skills. That's in terms of personal. But in terms of social, macam mana? You can become a socialized person. Yeah, you can make friends with the cleaners. You can make friends with young people. You can make friends with politicians. You can make friends with, the different races. You can make friends with people of different religions. Right? You can make friends of people from different citizens, different countries. Then, so socialized person. When we are able to socialize positively with people, we will definitely improve ourselves. Alright? And then positive socializing lah, kan? Bila you are able to bukan saja able to socialize, but positive socializing. Yeah, and then extends friendship. Extend friendship ni betul, it's very much important, because you don't know where you are going to be in 3 months' time. You do not know where you're going to be in 3 years' time, in 10 years' time. You don't know where you're going to be in alam barzakh as well. Right? So we are not just talking about here, but also thereafter. Right? Number 4 is that you are able to adapt and adopt. Adapt ni macam mana? Adapt is, knowing or understanding other entities. Entities apa? In terms of other religions, other races. Maybe I can adapt, good or systematic ways from this particular politician and make it better. Right? And then adopt. Tak adalah semua, not everything that we learn. For example, if we will learn English songs, doesn't mean that we're going to be like them. So that we want to be like them, but we are able to adopt in the sense that when we understand the opposite entity, the differences, all these differences, then we will not ignore or we will not disrespect other people. So adapt and adopt. Okay? So ada saja the Muslims who tend to study about Bible. Why? It's not because they want to go into Christianity. Tak jadi. Okay, it's not because they want to go into Christianity, but because they want to understand. Because especially in Malaysia, kan, we are all multiracial, kan. If I only, understand my religion, my race, I ignore or I ignore or I do not want to know anything, do not want to understand about other races, other religions, then I will tend to be disrespectful. All right. So in terms of social communication, spoken communication, especially written ni ada satu hal. Proof lah macam tu. But spoken ni macam-macam boleh keluar. Right. So if you have this effective communication skill, it will be great. Right. In terms of career, I promise you, learning international language like English and Mandarin will boost that professional image. Kan? Orang duk busy lah duk record kan. Been recording and sharing, making it viral with regards to the non-Chinese who are able to speak Mandarin ni kan, boleh juga Arab kan, so it lifts the image, the professional image of not only your professional image, but also for your organization. Bagus tu. Alright, so to promote team building, betul. If you convey, if you speak about things that you don't even know what is it all about, that you do not maintain the standard, you can never promote team building. Ini yang masuk meeting, everyone tend to say about the same thing. Isu dia apa? Benda yang sama. Okay? Kita, attendees will tend to feel, I am just wasting my time attending this meeting. Why? Because it's the same issue. Problem not solved, right? So if you know how to speak, if you have the right words, if you give the right, the proper signs, facial expressions, you will promote that team building. Kita kerja pun tak susah. Work will not be difficult for us. If work is difficult for us, try lah. When you go home, macam-macam. Kan, everyone else will be backlash by us. And so we don't want that. So promote team building. And then critical thinking. Critical thinking is important. Why do you need this critical thinking? Because you want to improve things. Every minute, every hour, every day, every year, every time you just want to improve things, not only for yourself, but in terms of your career. So you must be able, alright, to have this critical thinking. Critical thinking ni bukan bermaksud criticize. Ni ramai je yang suka criticize tak tahu arah ni. Kan? Why do people criticize? It's because you do not take the effort to understand. So facts dengan proof ni tak ada ni. Okay, so carilah. Then you can have that critical thinking. And then it adds profit, value and growth in the industry. Ini in the industry ni, again, not only for the organization, but for yourself. Alright, okay, so number 5, promote good relationship at the workplace. Betul, you don't want to be dragging yourself to work every time. Then we would want to go to the office. We would want to take up our responsibilities in the organization sincerely. Number 6, expense networking. Automatically, with good language, effective communication skill, you can expand networking automatically, instantly, right? Okay. If you have any question, please ask. I will always talk about communication skill first before language, English language ni, because saya rasa macam semua orang boleh cakap. Everyone can speak at any time. You say something, you trigger something, everyone can respond. but how effective is the response, how positive is the feedback is very much important. Okay, so that's why I went into communication skill first. All right, so 3 important elements in communication: expression, pronunciation, and also grammar. Grammar ni payah lah, within 2 days you nak grasp everything ni kan, tapi I will go through with you slowly and hopefully it helps. Saya, sebab saya lecturer kan, I'm a trainer kan, biasa dah cakap 4 jam sekali ni, but if you need a break, you let me know ya. Okay, 3 important elements: expression, pronunciation, and grammar. All right. Okay, so the first one is, element number 1 is expression, voicing. Okay, so let's do this speaking together. All right, now who would like to try this? Who would like to say hi? Ini kena spoken lah. Siapa yang boleh unmute ni boleh try. Try and say number 1 to all of us. Semua orang tak ada speaker ke? Tak ada speaker ke? Ada tak? Berapa orang ni?
Hi.
Siapa tu? Who's that? Who is that?
Kamal. My name is Kamal.
Kamal. Hi Kamal. Okay, Kamal say hi. Kan? So when you hear that, you become intrigued, isn't it? Kan? If someone were to say to you, hi, right? So you become intrigued to actually respond positively. Very good. Any other words of saying this hi? Any other ways? Any other intonations? Lagi cara lain cakap hi ni macam mana? Okay, so misal kata saya datang lah, saya masuk kelas dengan korang dan saya cakap hi. Kan, saya gelak sendiri lah. But misal kata saya cakap kan, hi. You rasa, do you think you would be able to participate in class? Kan, I'm a lecturer and I come to you in a very somber mood, sad mood. Kan, somber mood. Hi. Macam tak motivated langsung. Right? So that's another way of saying it. Right? So we have a happy way, we have a somber or sad mood, and then misalnya cakap, hi! Tiba-tiba kan, high pitch. Kan? Ni dah masalah lah juga ni. Why? Because you will make people shocked. Alright? So when you make people shocked, again, you will not get the right response. Alright? So you have many ways of saying it. Kan? Misal kata, hi. Pun dah, it talks about your confidence pula. Kan? So important. Now, number 2, how do you say this? Soleha tak ada ke? Siapa doktor ke? Nak panggil saya tuan-tuan ke? Let me know ya. Saya bukan yang tahu ni. Okay? So misal kata saya cakap, let's eat. Dengan muka semua kan macam, let's eat. Kan? Misal katalah, we have some sort of gathering. Right? We can see all types of food. So that intrigues you to eat, isn't it? Let's eat. Seronok lah kan? Semua orang macam, kan? Jom makan. Right? But if I were to say, let's eat. Ini macam cik pasar punya let's eat ni kan. Kalau if your spouse were to say to you, let's eat. Ini memang dah cik pasar. Alright, so there must be some sort of issue there. Or maybe, you did not, the food is not ready or something, things like that. Okay? Kalau misalnya kita cakap, let's eat. Misalnya saya cakap yang tu lah kan, let's eat. I'm emphasizing on that. So what am I emphasizing on? Let's eat. Kan? Kerut-kerut dahinya. Okay? So, misalkan saya cakap macam tu. If I were to say that, right? So, what is the response? How are you going to react if I were to say that? Let's eat. How are you going to respond to that? Apa you buat? What is your reaction? Cuba cakap sikit. Apa reaction you kalau tiba-tiba saya cakap macam tu? What's your reaction? What is your reaction? Kalau cakap, let's eat. Apa reaction you? Apa you akan cakap? What is that you're going to say? Anyone? Saya cakap anyone lah sebab saya tak tahu. Tak tahu siapa boleh unmute ke, nak chat ke. Saya cakap ni, let's eat. What's your response? Anyone? No one. Okay, now if someone were to say that, you were running quickly trying to find for food to eat. Why? Because the person is starving. Okay? Person is starving already. Lapar kalau ke bulu apa? Okay? So akan lapar. Ini satu lagi lah. Where are you going? Misal kata saya tanya lagi buat baik kan? Saya cakap, where are you going? It means that I just want to know. It's a request that I want to know where you headed to. Right? If I have to say, where are you going? Kan? And you can see my facial expression. Where are you going? It's like it's an indicator that you're supposed to stay here and do your work. Kan? That is a kind of indication because you can see from my facial expression, the way I say it. Maybe I'm, my hands are on my elbow. Kan? Alright, maybe my eyes are rolling. So that is an indicator saying that you should not be leaving, right? So macam ada saya cakap pula, where are you going? So that is more on a friendlier note. Okay? Alright. Ni sebenarnya saya nak you get into breakout room sebenarnya ni. Tapi nanti okay kah? Okay, tak apa. Alright, so practice and say this sentence according to different expressions or emotions. When you are happy, how do you say good morning? Dia dekat chat box ni tak boleh nak ni lah pula kan? Tak boleh nak record lah pula kan? Right? Tak cukup orang nak unmute dia. Okay, so misal kata kalau if good morning, then a happy and you can see smile. When you are happy, you tend to smile, right? So you say good morning, kan? So saya tahu working in the medical, as the medical team, you are going through all this, unscrupulous life. You are handling your task or your responsibilities daily, the same thing. You need to, kiranya frontliners ni, these are all actually you are dealing with providing service kan. You are into that customer service line, hospitality juga ni, right? I know it's not going to be easy, but putting on a smile would do good. Saya cakap lah, good morning. Kalau tak, janganlah lebar sangat senyum tu kan, sampai orang fikir macam, pahal kan. Don't do that. But at least put a little bit of smile. So good morning. So your patients pun, or whoever visiting your hospital or, confronting you or dealing with you will respond positively. Alright? Kalau sad somber ni, misalnya dia pergi kat you and cakap, morning. Sad lah. Tak adalah saya nak buat muka sad ni. But sad or somber, maknanya if, for example, my cat just died, right? So someone wishes me good morning, I say good morning. Kan? So sad or somber. Maknanya maybe you have received some sort of a bad news. Kan? Janganlah bad news pergi senyum pula. Okay? Confused or blurred. Good morning. It's already 12:01 and someone wishes you good morning. Morning? Kan? So confused or blurred. Alright? So overexcited. Maybe we are going for a holiday. Good morning! Kan? So you can see the facial expression is different. Right? You can see the signs are different, how you stand, whether you're slouching, whether you're slouching, whether you're so eager, things like that. Alright? So panicked or nervous. Katalah you have a presentation, right? And you say, good morning. For example lah. Okay? Alright? Ni apa ni? Nak lihatkan sekejap. Sama juga macam ni. Kan? Misal kata you're so tired. Right? So, it's without a smile, you say, handle the patient. So it sounds like an instruction. Kan? So you want people to work with you, not for you. So if you go to your, nurses or you go to your colleagues, you need some sort of help. But you have the expression, you have the tone, your pitch, handle the patient. Alamak, people will respond. People definitely respond. Okay? However, the kind of response that you get will not be sincere. That will create some sort of communication breakdown, that will create some sort of issues, some other issues. Orang yang handle tu pun, orang yang handle the patient tu pun will not give a positive layanan positive will not apa layanan in English ni? Adam, apa layanan in English? Lots of words pula. Will not attend to the patient positively. Itu yang berangkai tu. That becomes a chain, isn't it? You as a supervisor, you tend to instruct in the most negative mode to your staff, right? Now the staff will give a negative response to the colleague. Now the staff and the colleague will give a negative, will attend negatively to the patients. So it is like a chain, alright? Okay, so handle the patient. So don't make it instructive, but make it firm. Macam saya pun, I have to be firm, when macam kita ni tak adalah, but in terms of daily classes kan, if I am not firm, people will take advantage of me pun tak boleh lah juga kan. So I need to be firm but positive. So my whatever that I transmit has to be positive. Alright? So cakap lah, could you please handle the patient? Okay? But you sebagai orang pun you kena faham lah. Macam, my boss, tak boleh lah nak bagi 20 hours pada saya 1 week kan. So kena faham. Right? So as the HR people, tak boleh lah HR manager saja yang handle everything. Kan? Even the other staff in HR pun, in that department pun would have to help out and find out, okay, this is the information with regards to the SOP for right? Just that. Alright, so you have that one, all those things. Did you see that? Macam being amazed kan? Alright, being amazed, maybe this person can speak like 10 languages. Did you see that? How the person handles 10 languages, right? Spoke to 10 languages, in 10 languages, alright? Alright, so kalau you excited, kalau you've just witnessed an accident. Did you see that? Nervous pula kan? Macam tu lah. So how are you doing? Right? Siapa sini suka tengok cerita Friends? I grew up with Friends. Friends the sitcom tu kan? Cerita Friends yang ada Jennifer Aniston tu. Yang Joey likes to say this, how you doing? You know, itu sebab dia nak tackle orang lah. Tackle ladies lah. So that's different. Right? So don't do that when you are, you know, in a formal event. Right? So, or if you as the boss and supervisor, you want to ask for your staff who had just, someone just died or something, right? Or someone just went through some sort of emotional breakdown, right? So how are you doing? So kenalah firm sikit kan? Okay, things like that. So well done ni pun sama. On a friendly note, well done, right? You've done a great job, right? Tapi kau cakap well done. So ada nampak macam hasad dengki lah sikit kan? Jealousy kan dengki. You know, things like that. So how you convey things. Alright, how you convey, how you represent your words. Kenapa tak keluar? Okay, now just now element 1 was actually on the delivery. Ni delivery. Tadi apa? Pronunciation. This is pronunciation. Now element 2 is on the delivery. Pronunciation ni very important tau. Okay, so you know, it talks about your image, it talks about your organization's image. For example, ni kalau boleh unmute ni kan, you try. Who can pronounce this word, number 1 ni? There are 2 words ni. Siapa boleh pronounce? Nak dengar sikit. Anyone? Someone? Everyone? Okay? Suka makan ni kan? Okay lah. One lah. Okay. So, number 1, you pronounce both words without the L. Pronounce ya, spelling ada L. There is L in the word. However, when you pronounce it, when you say these words, it is silent L. So you say almond, salmon. Okay? So do not go to the restaurant and minta, saya nak salmon. Okay, tak lah. Okay, so can I get fresh salmon in my salad? Right? I would like to have almond in my salad. Or please use almond milk in my Starbucks drink, for example. Okay, all right. So it's almond, salmon. Okay, so pronouncing the correct word again, if you recall, it can give some sort of a positive, it can upgrade people's impression on you. Alright? Now, number 2, kereta kan? So it's Audi. Jangan cakap Audi. Cakap Audi. It's Audi. Okay, Audi TT. Alright? And the next word for number 2, audit. Janganlah dia sebut aw. Aw. Tak ada aw. So it's audit. Okay, so it's Audi. Audit. Okay, so kalau you pronounce ni betul-betul, orang akan macam wow. Okay, alright. Ini. Okay, number 3, the spelling for program, that spelling is for American English. With ME, that's for British English. So both spellings are correct. Okay. However, di bahasa Melayu ke or English, it is spelled as program. So listen carefully. Even newscasters, right? People who are reading the news, they tend to have this error of pronouncing the word. It's actually program. Okay, janganlah duk cakap program, tak ada R, without the R. Okay, whether it's Malay, whether it's English, whether it's American English or British English, it's program. Okay, so don't say it as program. Okay, now number 4, people tend, bukanlah always, but people tend to pronounce this wrongly because people think that the first word and the second word are the same, comes from the same root, which is wrong. Okay, so count is count. Okay, count. However, country does not come from the root word count. Okay, it is a word on its own. So country is pronounced as country. Country. Alright, so KAN, dia macam disebut as KAN. So janganlah duk sebut country so because of the word count. Alright, so please know this. Alright, number 5, they do not have the same meaning as well, but people tend to get confused. Okay, so these are 2 different words. It gives 2 different meanings. It will indicate 2 different information. Okay, so SIX is 6. If you say I am 6, it means that you are 6 years old. How old are you? I am 6. Okay, SICK is sick with a K at the back. All right, so I am 6 and I am sick, both will give 2 different information. So pronunciation or delivering the words play an important role. Okay, ini lagi satu, number 6. A lot of people like to say that's mean. S tu dengan that, kan? So you tak cakap that's mean. If I were to say that's mean, it means that I'm saying that you are evil, you are cruel. Bukan evil, but you are cruel. Kan? Dalam bahasa Melayu, keji. Alright, if I were to say that's mean, maknanya I don't like the way you are responding, you are treating me maybe. Kejam betul, macam itulah. Alright, when you say that means, it means that you are saying about something. Alright, so these are 2 different meanings, yeah. Now number 7, kita tak cakap family. Family. Sambung terus. Alright, so if you have to speak to someone after this, my family, itu kira dah terus macam wow. Okay, alright, number 8. Despite that, the spelling with a V, but you pronounce it as a W. Vomit. So janganlah cakap tiba you have international or foreign patient, kan? Jangan cakap vomit ni. It's vomit. Okay? Now, number 9. Number 9, tapi we are talking about 10, the number 10. Okay, 10. Take a look at my mouth, kan? Right, 10, as in the number 10. The other one is tent, with a T. Alright, so you don't say, so it means that the word 10 and tent are two different meanings. Okay? Ini satu lagi ni, other than almond and salmon. This is another one. Okay? Sedap ni, kan? Okay? Steak. Steak is the meat. Salmon steak, beef steak. Alright? Okay? So steak, that is the meal. S-T-I-C-K is stick, as in kayu or stick to me. Right? Okay? So these are two different words. And then you have W-A-F-F-L-E, the one that we always eat and enjoy at A&W is pronounced as waffle. Okay, waffle. Waffle. Bukan waffle, but waffle. Ful, macam satu F, just one F. Waffle. Alright. The other one is wafer. Alright, so if you have the biscuit or if you have the layered chocolate biscuit, right? So you call it as wafer. So a lot of people, they like to combine between waffle and wafer, jadi waffle. Jadi apa orang cakap? Wafer or something. So janganlah duk combine ni. These are two different things. Right? Waffle and wafer. Okay? Another one, okay, that you need to know. Again, if you pronounce it wrongly, it will give a different meaning. Okay? So between 3, as in 3 pokok, and 3, right? 3. I will see you at 3. Tahulah. Maknanya pukul 3. You're referring to the time. I will see you at 3. Jadi pokok lah pula kan. Alright? So these are two different meanings. It will give different information. Okay? Wow. Yang ni kan, yang ni pun sebenarnya sebab saya I prepared for spoken kan. Spoken. So I'm supposed to put you in breakout rooms. Okay? Let's try. There are 8 of us now because 12 already. There are 12 of us, minus Adam and I, so that will be 11. So I'll put you in groups of 4. Okay, I'll put you in a breakout room. Okay, this is a tongue twister. Tongue twister tahu kan? Belit lidah. Alright, so let's improve articulation, whereby I'll put you in groups of groups of 4. I'll put you into breakout rooms. You will try and dictate this, say this, right? When you do reading, when you pronounce, whenever there is S, you better make sure that you pronounce that S. So she sees cheese. She sees cheese. Again, she sees cheese. Number 2, 4 fine fresh fish. 4 fine fresh fish for you. Right? 4 fine fresh fish for you. Alright? So tongue twister ni, it means that you say this statements or sentences, these tongue twisters, as quickly as possible, as many times as possible. Alright, so Kitty caught the kitten in the kitchen. Saya between kitchen and chicken ni selalu juga tertukar. So Kitty caught the kitten in the kitchen. Okay, so I'll put you into breakout rooms first. I try monitor from there, yeah. I'll try and help you out from there. Kejap. Yeah. Oh, Adam, you need to let me be a co-host lah, Adam. Kalau tak boleh nak put them into breakout rooms.
Okay, kejap madam.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Adam. I
Okay,
saw that.
welcome madam.
Okay, so okay, kita create. There are 12 of us. Kita create 3 lah. 3. Please go into your breakout rooms. I'll see you then. Okay, so let me go into. We are all back in this room. Why? Because many of you did not join the breakout rooms. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you again in the breakout rooms. Okay, I will attend to you. I will go to each group. Okay, saya harap, I hope. Okay, let me just put in the chat box the sentences that you can practice. Yeah. Satu. She sees cheese. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is 4 fine fresh fish for you. Number 3, Kitty caught as in tangkap the kitten in the kitchen. Okay, so it's in the chat box. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you into breakout rooms. All right, so breakout rooms is a smaller rooms kan. So from there you need to join tau. Okay, you need to join. You'll be assigned manually, automatically into these breakout rooms. Okay, so please go into those breakout rooms. If you cannot unmute yourself, if you don't have the speaker, if there is no audio, alright, it's okay. Siapa-siapa yang hopefully adalah yang ada audio, tapi boleh respond lah juga kat chat box kan. Okay, I will help you out. If your audio is not working, okay, what you can do is, what I recommend you to do is, after my class, you know those people who are in your group, breakout rooms too, you record lah. Try to get the person's handphone number, maybe ada group WhatsApp ke apa ke, sebut juga. So you akan practice juga. Saya nak ni, Adam, diorang ada WhatsApp group ke?
Ya, madam.
Mereka ni semua ada WhatsApp group tak?
Ada?
Ada. So, korang semua boleh share in that WhatsApp group. Record lah. You sebut all this in the chat box kan, all these 3 sentences, 3 tongue twisters. Alright, so at least cakap juga, sebab next week ni dah on more on grammar kan, so cakap. Alright, so I'll put all of you again in the breakout rooms, ya. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, open all rooms, ya. I'll see you there. Oh, ke tak boleh masuk sebab tak ada kamera pun.
Sekejap ya semua, madam ada masalah internet. Sekejap lagi dia masuk balik.
Okay. Is everyone so everyone needs to come back to the main room. Okay. Kenapa tak keluar ni? Adam, ada yang tak keluar ni. Okay, so everyone is back. Everyone is back, yeah? Everyone is back. Okay, let me just share screen semula. Okay, I'm sharing screen kan, Adam? Okay kan? Okay lah. Okay. Alright, so you tengok like I mentioned in each of the breakout rooms, tadi room 3, 3 people were not responding at all. Okay, you did not join. I think you're not in front of the computer or something, I don't know. Alright, okay, so hopefully you can see my screen sharing. Alright, okay. Okay, so as you can see, let's improve articulation and diction. Okay, now tadi Tuan Kamal actually mentioned to me read aloud kan? He mentioned about reading aloud. Okay, now this tongue twister, I've mentioned if it's possible, I would highly recommend that each and every one of you try each tongue twister and record yourself and share that in your group WhatsApp. All right, so which is good. So you can see number 1, cheese is cheese. So this one is actually emphasizing on the letter S. Okay, this is very much important because, like I said before, whatever that you practice, that will automatically go to your writing. Okay, so grammar ni, like you are not going to be English, lecturers or trainers in terms of English. So there's no need for you to whatever that you whatever that you practice, you read will automatically go straight to your brain. That helps you in terms of your writing. Okay. So number 1, she sees cheese. So emphasis is on the letter S. Okay, number 2, 4 fine fish. 4 fine fresh fish for you. So this one is actually the emphasis is on the letter F. Okay, F ni pun very important. Why? Because sometimes people tend to mistake that with T. Okay, rather than ataupun S. Kan, 4 fine fish. So kadang-kadang people get confused between the letter S and T, right? So that can actually emphasize or help you practice better in terms of the pronunciation of the letter F. Okay. Number 3, Kitty caught the kitten in the kitchen. That is emphasizing on the letter K. Alright, so K. Alright, because K ni, sometimes people get confused. People tend to pronounce it with the letter T or D. That's what I mentioned to Kamal just now. Okay, sometimes when you say food and foot, mana satu yang nak ni? Makanan ke kaki? Okay, alright. So pronunciation for the letters, alphabets is very much important. Alright. So what you can do is like what Kamal mentioned just now. He was asking about reading aloud. Very good. That is a really good practice. I highly recommend you to do reading aloud. Okay? Sebab apa tau? It helps you in terms of the pronunciation. Now, when you read in your heart, okay, when you read silently, that will not give you any feedback. Okay, but improving English when you read aloud. Okay, when you read, maknanya you read loudly in front of your friends or in front of the mirror, then it helps you in terms of your pronunciation. Okay, now if you were to read aloud in front of the mirror, that is because you would want to take a look at your facial expression. You would want to take a look at how you pronounce the words. So whether your mouth is open widely, whether your mouth is, small, whether your tongue is outside, things like that. So it means that you yourself would want to monitor, how do you react in order to pronounce the words. So that is good also in your sense, just the feedback will be for you, all right? But reading aloud in front of someone else will help better. Okay, so what you can do is, just try find from the newspaper or find from a textbook, your children's textbook, boleh juga, all right? So you take a look at the sentence. You don't have to go straight to long sentences or complex sentences. Just find short ones like this one, the tongue twisters, right? Short ones first, right? Simple sentences first. And then share that sentence with your whomever is going to listen to you, your wife, your spouse, your friend at work. Just find someone to listen to you on how you say the sentence. All right, and then read aloud or utter or pronounce the sentence clearly to your friend or to your spouse or to the other person who's going to listen to you. All right, and see whether or not the person understands what you're saying. Number one, the first thing that you should do is to not share the sentence with your friend or to the person who's going to listen to you. All right, you dulu cakap, you yourself say the sentence and see if the person understands. All right, so that talks about articulation. Okay, and see whether the person who is listening to you understands. Another way after that, then you share the sentence with the person who's going to listen to you, and that can actually help you in terms of grammar. So the first time, tak payah share, no need to share the sentence, and see whether or not the person who is listening to you, the listener, understands what you're saying. After that, the second time, you can share the sentence with the listener so that the listener can see whether or not your grammar is on point. Okay, so whatever sentence that you have, make sure that it is reliable, the grammar is correct. You know why? Because whatever that you practice, that is the one that is going to go to your brain, right? So if you articulate or you dictate or you practice the sentence many times, okay, that can actually straight away go to your brain and automatically it helps you in terms of your writing. Okay, so hopefully whatever that I am explaining right now can be understood. So I can see that this tongue twister, the 3 sets of tongue twisters can do good. Alright, practice. Saya rasa memang tongue twisters boleh help. It helps a lot in terms of articulation and diction. And lagi satu, of course, I'm going to recommend to you songs. Okay, songs would be the best. Why? Because you enjoy the music. When you enjoy the music, definitely you can grasp, or you can memorize, or you can practice better. Okay, so macam itulah buat benda macam tu. So you can go through songs, can do these tongue twisters. You can just Google. There are lots of other things of tongue twisters that you have. Sebenarnya, I would like to ask words also that you have, if you have words also that you don't know how to pronounce, kan? So ni, okay, saya tunjuk ni sebelum kita habis. Sekejap let me see. Let me see. Okay. Okay, screen sharing. Okay, you nampak seperti ni. So saya akan ambil ni satu. Okay, saya akan bawakan ini. Sini. Okay, you nampak ni? You see this? Okay. Now, for example lah. Tak payah ada gini. How to pronounce mischievous. Okay, so you can see this kan? Okay, Allah, saya dah pilih letak sound. Okay, saya play this one. Mischievous. Okay, so you nampak tu. So you can listen to this. Write it, saya nak write it. Tepung ni kan. So you press on this. Flower. Okay, alright. So tomorrow I'm going to meet you again. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to meet you again. If you don't mind, yeah, Adam, I would like for all of you to practice the tongue twisters and submit your recording on the group WhatsApp. Okay, if you really do not have the time, you can't do the tongue twisters for all 3 sets of it. It's okay, just do one. Okay, you tengok situ, take a look at it, whether you need more practice in terms of the letter K, whether you need more practice in terms of the letter F, whether you need more practice in terms of the letter S. Alright, so at least do one, right? And share that with Adam's group WhatsApp. Okay, post it there, and then maybe Adam, you can listen to them. Alright, so tongue twisters, just remember, just mention the sentence for 10 times, okay? It should go faster, okay? Alright, and then apa lagi nak? Okay, that's one. Itu satu. Satu lagi tadi we mentioned about words, kan? Apa ni? Element 2. Element 2 on pronunciation words. Alright, so for tomorrow's continuation, tomorrow I want you to find one word, each person just find one word that you use but you do not know how to pronounce it, or one word that you have been using but you have been pronouncing it wrongly. So tomorrow you will share that one. Okay, and tomorrow also I will continue with element 3, whereby it's going to talk about grammar. Okay, so grammar ni, macam saya cakap tadi lah, like I mentioned before, it's not that you're going to teach English, but you want to use the correct grammar. Okay, so this is important. Why? Because again, when you talk about tenses especially, present, past and future, it gives different information. Alright, and through the tenses also, I will also teach you with regards to subject-verb agreement. Also crucial in terms of learning communication skill. Why spoken communication? Why? Because it talks about subject-verb bukan subject verb, singular and plural subjects. Itu pun important juga, because in terms of information that is given kan, that helps lah. Alright. Okay, so tomorrow, just remember, we are going to emphasize more in terms of pronunciation. We are going to emphasize more on grammar. Okay, so tomorrow is the bukanlah more difficult part. It's a higher level. I need more concentration on you, and also hopefully tomorrow, if if it's possible for you to go live using your handphone, because using handphone ni saya rasa then you can interact. Let's remember the purpose of you attending this program is to brush, or is to improve, or is to upgrade your spoken language. Okay? So hopefully besok, just remember, if your computer there's no audio in terms of the computer, please use your phone, yeah? Okay, because tomorrow you need to be more interactive. Okay, with that, thank you very much, Adam. I'll pass the session back to you, Adam.
Okay, Madam, kejap ya. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Habis sesi untuk hari ini, training untuk hari ini. InsyaAllah kita akan jumpa Madam bersama partisipan pada hari esok. Okay, thank you very much, Madam, for the training. Hopefully all of us can get benefit from this training. With that, we end our talk with Tasbih Kifarah dan Surah Al-As. Okay, kepada semua staff, saya akan share di ruangan chat feedback form. Pastikan isi untuk dapatkan CTD point. Thank you very much, Madam, for your cooperation. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. See you tomorrow. Assalamualaikum. Good day, everyone.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. Pada semua staff, sekejap ya, saya akan share di ruangan chat. Maaf ya pada semua staff, feedback form saya dapat tahu kita akan bagi esok sebab training kita ada untuk 2 hari ya. So esok kita akan diberi attendance pada pagi, dan lepas habis training kita akan bagi feedback form. Okay, terima kasih.